club. He was a referee when I first started, and he refereed up through alumni game year after year. We're going to see if we can get him in the Guinness Book of World Records, because in 1999, I don't know whether, Matt, were you on that trip? I don't know, we were on a trip to Ireland, on tour to Ireland. Anybody here on that tour besides me? Yeah. Maddie, where you at? Did you go to Ireland? Yeah, okay. So we get off the plane, we have a heck of a time finding where we're staying, we go straight out to a field, they get the sheep off the field, they get the goalposts up, and they have no referee. And Dr. Meighan had gone on 2 previous tours, I believe, with us. And as a former referee at the age of 76, his white shirt and tie, his loafers, he refereed the game. We think maybe that may be the oldest referee to do an international test ever at 76, and he did a great job. And in typical Spence fashion, when one of their players bitched about one of his calls, he told them to get their own bloody referee next time. So, I was just totally caught by surprise when we got an email from his son Stuart asking if we would like him to come and say a few words about Dr. Meighan, and I was thrilled. And so, one quick thing here, we do have the winner of the 50-50 ticket before I introduce Stuart, and that is me. No! Steve Gregg, my playing partner. This year. Well, that's all of it?
So you're going to have to divide it.
There's your shirt. Oh, We'll get it. We'll get it taken. He's donating it back in. So, without too much further ado, I would like to say one of my great accomplishments in life was in our 1996 tour to New Zealand. My son Joey went along with Dr. Meighan and got to know him a little bit. 99, Ireland, both of my sons, Joey and Dusty, were on tour with us. And got to know, we had a great day. One day just took off, got in the car and driving, and they got to know Dr. Meighan. And then 2001, the tour was dedicated to Dr. Meighan, and we went to Scotland, to his homeland, and we played the Hawks, yeah, Glasgow Hawks, his home club. He was very proud to point at the wall. In 1949, captain's board, Dr. Meighan was the captain of the Glasgow Hawks, okay? And he said, Mark, he says, I want you to know this is my home club, but Oregon State is also my home club. And that was one of the greatest honors we could have. So without further ado, Stuart Meighan.
What a beautiful day. What a great day. There were several reports of players picking up the golf ball and running forward with it, kicking it forward. Well done, well done. Scrums on the green, again, well done. My name is Stuart Spence Meighan. That was my father's name also. You knew my dad as Spence. If I could say a few words, if I could say just a few words, I'd be a much better public speaker. But I'd hardly be my father's son. I knew him about 47 years. I met him on my birthday. I was just a wee lad back then, in 1956. But he'd accomplished quite a bit by then. He'd been the captain of the University of Glasgow Hawks and had his name on the wall, as they say in Glasgow. He'd become a doctor of medicine. He served as a lieutenant surgeon in the Royal Navy. He married a gorgeous BOAC stewardess. He had a lovely daughter who regrets she can't be here tonight. And then he had a handsome, intelligent, and talented son.
Where is he? Where is he?
Where's he at?
Bring him on.
What can I say? It was fun being raised as Spence's son. He raised me with nicknames. Stookie, that's the traditional Scottish for Stuart. That was his nickname too. You didn't know that, did you?
No, we didn't. We do now.
He also called me the Pygmy Warrior. I tell you these things because he was really a fun guy and he liked to play. He didn't know baseball, but he was always at all my practices, and of course he was the team doctor. He always had time to throw the ball around. He could rig a wicked, risky tree swing. Of course, he loved me. He was a man who loved many things and loved them deeply. Classical music, medicine, poetry, sailing, Scotland, rugby, the Oregon State Rugby Club, and so many of you. He stood by you, and you stood by him. Thank you so much. You added so much to his life. He loved the sport of rugby, the sport. We've had too many examples lately where sports have let us down. I will not list them or name them, for to do so would give these despicable acts a power they do not deserve. I suspect that you are as sick of hearing and speaking of them as I am. So let's remember together the sport of rugby that my dad Spence so loved. The handshakes after the hard-fought open fast game, the cheers from the sidelines, the gorgeous rugger huggers who you kissed and many of you wed, the bond we'll always share, the game we promote today and tomorrow. Now, no one can tell the future, and I certainly have no crystal ball. Wow, how did that happen? What do I see in store for the Oregon State University Rugby Club? I see a long history folding in front of us of fair play, honor, fun, victory, a fine Scottish tradition of fiscal responsibility, and many, many more wonderful golf tournaments. Cheers to you. Cheers to you.
Good job. Now, what was that nickname again?
Stookie.
As a remembrance. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Do we have a raffle?
The raffle.